welcome to Malta Archery. Today I'm here with Andy Hilston, stuntman and archery instructor, and we're going to talk a little bit about Hawkeye. Let's take a look at our first clip.
Stark, got a lot of stray stuff in your tail.
Okay, so what we have here is we have the samurai position, which is in the first clip where you see Hawkeye start out from. And he basically is shooting from samurai position, and then he stands up and he shoots from a standing position. So let's see how that looks in real life. Alright, so basically his position is really good. He's got his elbow up, but he's anchoring here at the chin. Now, normally Mediterranean, we anchor here at the mouth. As you can see, the Mediterranean would then cover his face for certain camera angles, whereas the anchor from the chin allows you to see his face. And for stars, that's very important.
For stars, we need to see their face.
So, let's take a look at our next clip.
Well, they can't bank with a dam. Find a tight corner.
Alright, so that clip was exciting. It's the no-look shot that every archer is famous for. So let's see how it looks in real life. Alright, so what's the problem with that shot?
I don't know where it went.
So, without being able to see where the target is, you can't really hit the mark unless you're very lucky. And if you'll notice in that shot, Hawkeye doesn't even look first to see if he's pointing. He just points and lets go on a moving target. That's an amazing shot. But you think CGI helps with that?
Well, of course, because first of all you see him pull the arrow from the quiver. It's like this. And of course it doesn't work with a real arrow. We need to go up here. So it will never be so fast.
And these are 27-inch arrows. We're shooting 29-inch arrows normally.
And then of course for the CGI, he's not even going to use an arrow. He's just going to dry fire the button. And then put the arrow in later.
Alright, so let's check out the next clip. Okay, so in that next clip what we have is we have Hawkeye on the corner of the building. He's locked and loaded and ready to shoot. But where are his eyes facing? Let's take a look and see what it looks like in real life. So the camera angle comes around, they move in front of him, and he's looking out me right now, sort of. So in that scene, what he's probably doing is he's probably looking at his next target. Normally you want to look at the target you're going to shoot, but he figures these guys can't bank, and he's going to go ahead and just let go with one. Let's move to the next target. Okay, so in that scene we see basically Hawkeye leans over the building and shoots an enemy at close range from down below. And it looks something like that. So normally with that type of shot, what you would want to do is what's called the Jamarki release. This allows you to present less of a target to your victim or your enemies, and gives you also a nice shot. Then from there, he goes into a standing position and he shoots like we've seen with this anchor point here. He's relatively consistent with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next clip. Alright, so here you see the chin anchor point that Hawkeye uses consistently throughout the film. And basically you can see where the fingers are. And the archer uses an anchor point to make sure that his release is the same every single time. Go ahead and release. And that allows him to hit the mark, no matter how far away he is. What you also see in that film is Loki catching the arrow in the air. And I'm pretty sure Tom Hiddleston can actually do that stunt, but is it possible to catch an arrow?
I've caught arrows before, obviously we have safety arrows, and a trained archer shooting, and it's more of a timing issue than anything else.
Okay, so the next shot you see is, and I'm not going to be in the shot because of the movement involved, but the next shot you see in this clip is one where he does what's called a parting shot. So Hawkeye has an enemy right behind him. He turns around and takes the shot. Let's see how it looks. Now, as you can see, Andy already has good form because his elbow was up. Hawkeye's elbow drops a little bit. Let's see if we can see a little bit of a faster movement with a little bit of an elbow drop. There it is. So Hawkeye is in a dire position. He turns, he loads, he shoots, his elbow drops is dropped because he can't get it up in time, which is fine when you're dealing with a 250-pound bow and an enemy right at your doorstep. One more time for the parting shot. That parting shot just helps you get an enemy as you're leaving, or as you saw, one that's behind your back. This quiver is loaded with 30 arrows. We didn't shoot one, did we? Oh, we did. Sorry. This quiver is loaded with 29 arrows. And as you can see, it's quite a bit. In this last shot we saw, Hawkeye runs out of arrows, and I counted the holes in it. He has room for 30 arrows in there. And so what does he do? He picks up an arrow from the dead enemy, and he shoots it. So let's see what that might look like. We have an arrow in the cone. Grab the arrow, you can shoot it. As long as the arrow isn't damaged, you can certainly reuse it, and it works just fine. Let's take a look at the next clip. All right, so one of the things you see is Hawkeye falling down the building. He shoots his arrow up into the concrete, and it latches on and holds him as he falls and swings into the glass window. Hawkeye's bow is rated at 250 pounds. Now, what we've been shooting mostly today is a snake bow at 22 pounds. This bow has 48 pounds. Let's see what that looks like. Wow, listen to that sound. Beautiful bow, nice sound, very hard to draw for somebody who's not used to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quite strong. Yeah.
Now we do have these elastic bands here, and these bands are rated at 60 pounds when you pull both of them together. So let's see what that looks like for me. Not gonna happen. And I only think I can pull the muscle. So 60 pounds for Andy. And the thing is that 60 pounds is at 28 inches. So I wasn't even getting 60 pounds because I did not get a full 28-inch draw. I have a 27-inch draw. And he was getting the 60. You can see him shake a little bit as he gets there.
This is too much to shoot your system.
Yes. So 250 pounds, I would say that's super good strength.
Absolutely superhuman.
Excellent. All right, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let us know what other archery you would like us to look at. And go ahead and leave us some comments, some shares. We always appreciate a thumbs up. And remember, we don't aim, we point, and we shoot. Take care.